separation from the zoological republic. People are asking difficult questions. Can the current structure continue successfully? Can unity survive without justice? Answer me, please. Can unity survive without justice? Can stability survive without fairness? Can peace survive without trust? These are the questions people are asking. These are questions that people are asking. And these are not simple questions, but they are real questions being asked every day by ordinary people. And whether some people like it or not, this conversation will continue because the frustrations are real. Behind this frustration, there are real human beings in it. My people, let me say something important here. Peaceful dialogue must never be feared in any democracy. Peaceful dialogue must never be feared in any sincere and real democracy. Open conversation about governance, restructuring, constitutional reform, self-determination, and the future of a country are part of political discussion around the whole world. But in Nigeria, when we speak about self-determination, they come after us. They call us terrorists. They tag us terrorists. They give us different kinds of names. They call us secessionists. They say we are calling for war. But self-determination is legitimate, supported by international law and African people's human rights law. Suppressing conversation does not remove frustration. Ignoring grievances does not create peace. Silencing people does not automatically solve problems. Sometimes honest dialogue becomes necessary to prevent future tragedy. That is why it is necessary that people discuss. This is why many people believe that peaceful solution, just like Biafrans are demanding, must be explored seriously before condition becomes worse. We have continued to sing it, shout it, nobody seems to pay attention. Because nobody benefits when violence happens. Nobody wins when innocent people suffer. This is why this discussion must remain peaceful, thoughtful, and focused on humanity. As always. Just like Mazen Nandekano did. Just like Mazen Samaraka did. You can decide to criminalize them out of your own selfish interest. You can decide to blackmail them, sabotage them, but I bet you, even Chukwu Okike understands their heart and knows what they stand for. My brothers and sisters, one painful reality today is that many citizens feel emotionally disconnected from the Nigerian state. I am not talking about the Biafrans now. I'm talking about people who are in that contraption as Nigerians. Many of them feel emotionally disconnected. Every single person there wants to japa. They are looking for a place to go. Some people feel excluded politically. Some feel marginalized economically. Some feel unsafe culturally and socially. Some feel their voice are no longer heard. Their voice no longer matter. This is the situation in the contraction called Nigeria. And when large number of people begin to lose emotional connection with the national system, leaders must pay attention seriously. But I ask you, do you have leaders in Nigeria? Of course you don't. That is why nobody pays attention. You don't have leaders in the Zoological Republic. Because unity cannot survive by force alone. Real unity grows through justice, through fairness, through inclusion, through equal opportunity, through mutual respect. Without those things, distrust increase. My people, the saddest part is that ordinary citizens suffer the most, while political elites often continue comfortably. The political elites, they are always comfortable. The ordinary people continue to suffer. The poor suffer inflation. The poor suffer insecurity. The poor suffer unemployment. The poor suffer failed system. Does it affect the politicians? It doesn't affect the ordinary politicians. It doesn't affect them. Meanwhile, many politicians continue their life unaffected. The politicians in the contraption corner, they are not affected with this, what is happening. If the petrol, if they say that the petrol or the gas is 10,000 per liter, they will buy it unshaken. No matter the cost, they can afford it without complaint. And this is why anger continues to grow among the population. People are tired, emotionally tired, economically tired, psychologically tired. Young people especially are frustrated about their future in the contraption called Nigeria. Many no longer believe hard work alone guarantees success. Today, many youths in Nigeria do not believe that hard work guarantees success. You don't blame them. It is based on what they see, based on their experience, on what is thrown before them. They don't believe that hard work guarantees success. Many feel trapped between poverty, insecurity, and uncertainty. And when a generation loses hope, society becomes unstable. This is why urgent solutions are needed. This is why the Biafran people are taking a major road and a major steps. It takes humanity in you to understand where we, the Biafrans, are coming from. Because Nigeria as a state is irredeemable. The only ultimate, simple, and straightforward solution is disintegration. Dismantle the system that was put in place by the British. That system that was put in place, dismantle it. If you don't, the problem will continue. That is why urgent solutions are needed. Now, people believe the answer is restructuring. Some believe the answer is strong institution. Some believe the answer is regional autonomy. We, the Biafran people, believe peaceful separation. Peaceful separation should be discussed openly so that people can go their separate ways. Different people have different opinions. But one thing is certain, the current suffering cannot continue endlessly without consequences. That is the truth. My brothers and sisters, this is not time for emotional hatred or tribal insult. No tribe is the enemy of ordinary citizens. No. No tribe is the enemy of ordinary citizens. Ordinary people everywhere are suffering in different ways. The real challenge is leadership failure, corruption, weak institution, injustice, insecurity, and political selfishness. These problems are very pronounced in all angles. The difference is that some people have become used to it, they lost their voice, and they adapt to it. But the only people that have refused to back down is the Biafran people. They cannot be intimidated. More especially the Igbo Biafrans. Extraordinarily created. And Chukwu Okike Abiyama have a reason for placing them in that contraction. To free mankind. To free black race. That is why citizens must become more conscious politically. People must demand accountability, demand transparency, demand justice, demand competent leadership. Because silence allows bad system to continue. And let me also say this clearly. Violence is not the answer. We are not promoting violence in any way. We are not promoting violence. Have never. The Biafran people have never promoted. All we are asking is referendum from all the way. Self-determination. That's what we are asking for. Even when they come to take our life, we defend ourselves. Self-defense is not a crime. When you defend yourself, that doesn't mean you are violent. It is your right. Violence is not the answer. Destroying lives will not solve national problem. Hatred will not create peace. Chaos will not build a better future. This is the fact. Take it or leave it. The future must be built through dialogue, justice, accountability, peaceful advocacy, democratic engagement, and honest conversation. This is all we are asking for. Are they too much to be asked? Our demand is simple and not much. That is why people must continue speaking responsibly any place you are. Continue asking difficult questions peacefully. Continue demanding reform lawfully. Continue advocating for humanity and dignity. My people, history teaches us something important. No nation survives forever by ignoring deep internal problems. The more Nigeria continue to ignore the question of self-determination of the Biafran people, the more it consumes them. The more they continue to run away from it, the more it chases them to hell. At some point, leaders must confront reality honestly. The reality of actualization of Biafra must be confronted in Nigeria. Nigeria must confront the reality of self-determination, not just the Biafra. Anybody else that wants to be on his or her own should be able to do that. Not propaganda, not empty speeches, not political drama. The reality is what we are talking about. We are talking about the reality. And the reality today is that millions of Nigerians are hurting deeply. It is not just the Biafrans. Everybody that is trapped in that contraption called Nigeria, whether you are a Biafran, Ududuwa, Arewa, Middle Belt, everybody is trapped. Millions of Nigerians are hurting deeply. People want safety. People want opportunity. People want fairness. People want hope again. This afternoon, I want every listener to reflect carefully. Wherever you are listening to, wherever you are and you are listening to this program, I want you to reflect. What kind of future do you want for coming generation? What kind of future do you want for your unborn children? Those of you that think that we that are calling for self-determination, we are being crazy. We don't know what we are doing. Those of you who are attacking us right, left, and center, calling us names, what kind of future do you want for your coming generation? A future of endless fear. Is that what you want? Do you want a future of endless corruption? Is that what you want? You want a future of endless instability. The moment you continue to preach one Nigeria and continue to embrace Nigeria that was created by the British, you are embracing endless fear, endless corruption, and endless insecurity. The moment you continue to promote Nigeria, there is nothing that is going to change. It does not matter who you are. It doesn't matter who becomes the president. It doesn't matter what you restructure. The moment that name Nigeria continue to be in place as the British places, there is a system they put in place. The system that was created was control. Nigeria was for control, to control you and to extort your resources, for economic sabotage and control. And the moment you continue to support Nigeria, you will have endless fear, endless corruption, endless instability. Do you want a future built on justice, dignity, accountability, and peace? If you want a future built on justice, dignity, accountability, and peace, you must embrace self-determination. You must add your voice and ask the government to conduct referendum. Already, they have begun to threaten genocide against the Igbos again. The Yorubas, you can imagine Afenifere of all people, a member of Afenifere, a representative of Afenifere, threatening the Igbos of genocide. You can imagine. Do you want an endless fear? Do you want an endless corruption? Or do you want endless instability? Do you want a future built on justice, dignity, accountability, and peace? The decision belongs to you. The decision belongs to the people and their leaders collectively. But I bet you have a major role to play. But one thing is clear. Honest conversation can no longer be avoided. Honest conversation can no longer be avoided. The suffering is too visible. The frustration are too deep. The insecurity is too dangerous. This is why many voices are growing louder every day. Not because people hate peace, but because people are searching desperately for survival, justice, and a better future. My brothers and sisters, we are going to end this afternoon discussion with this message. Human life must come before politics. Justice must come before propaganda. Peace must come before power struggle. Human dignity must come before political pride. Whatever solution are pursued in the future must prioritize humanity, safety, dialogue, and peace. Because no nation can prosper when millions of the citizens live without hope. This is why Biafrans are fighting to get out of the zone. Wherever you are watching this program, I want you to know that the situation is not good. Nigeria has become so bad, that you don't know where to turn to. It has become so bad and so disturbing. Corruption is everywhere, right, left, and center. You don't know where to turn to. You don't know whom to trust. You don't know whom to pay attention to. I want to play a video for you to see what happened in the court on a case on how they were playing the game they play today by Marshall and whatever, who stopped the release of an innocent man simply because of his ego.